You know, for me going to Lil Poppa's funeral yesterday by an inspiring young artist, I really feel like his manager is a real piece of shit. And you know what? Y'all don't have to agree with me if you want to. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about the 40 and 50-year-old thought pattern versus this broad's dumbass thought pattern. Listen, there's no way in hell that a person that I'm supposed to be the manager over, and I think that I'm talking to them, and then they blow out their fucking brains and shit, and you say they were upset with life and all that other shit. Bitch, you a piece of shit. You should have had that boy Baker act, give him some time to think to where he would still be here. See, you know what? I'm always a firm believer in male manager. That boy needed a man in his life. You know what I'm saying? Okay, he had the Christian dude preaching to him and stuff, that ain't nothing too hard for God and all the other stuff. I understand that aspect. But he needed a real OG. Somebody that understands life and the importance of it. Because just because he thinking this now doesn't mean he'll be thinking that shit later. And all I'm saying is that manager's a real piece of shit. She talking about something he wanted to die and all this other shit. Bitch, that is, motherfucker, let me tell you something. And I'm going to be personal with this shit. Because sometimes you got to get personal. My daughter would have did a better job managing that boy than you would have ever had. All right? My own son has some thought patterns and do stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? Because the youth come up differently. Their thought patterns is differently. But the first thing, if my daughter sees that her brother or something like that is going through something, you Baker act the motherfucker. You don't just sit there and let him blow his brains out. This is your fucking job, dumbass bitch. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I wanted to get up and walk down them goddamn steps and pimp slap his fucking manager. For real. I mean, when someone's in trouble, when they're making the wrong choice or whatever like that, you involve yourself, you get involved, and you say, you know what? Hey, we're not doing this right now. But I bet you came in there yelling at him and shit, telling me I'm tough and all that other shit. You don't know, bitch. Listen, a personal manager has got to be a personal friend. You got to be a friend first. You know what I'm saying? A friend wouldn't let a friend kill himself. Not like that. I think you're a real piece of shit, and you hurt our city for that crap. You know what I'm saying? If your child, I bet you, it would have been different if it would have been your child. If your child was thinking about hurting himself or whatever like that, I bet you your ass wouldn't be saying they wanted to be dead, bitch. That's what I feel about you. You hurt my city with this boy. That boy needed some OG love. That's what he needed. That's what he needed. He didn't need some broad trying to be tough and all this other type of shit and forcing this and that. You're full of crap. You couldn't even be a mother and be nurturing. That's your job. That's what you should have been doing. You know what I'm saying? The whole city hurt because of this foolishness that shouldn't have never happened. Listen, man, I done had to talk people off the ledge from suicide and all kinds of things. Because I do talk to everybody. I do. I talk to everybody. I talk to the new Black Panther Party, and I also talk to white racists. You know, all kinds of shit. I don't have a certain type of person that I won't carry on a conversation with. You know what I'm saying? If I see that you're in trouble, my first mode is protect, provide, and make it progressive. You know what I'm saying? I always look at a scenario and always try to make the shit better. You know what I'm saying? There's no fucking way I would sit there and listen to go sit there and he listen to this guy talking about he wants to die. Motherfucker, that ain't how I roll. I don't get it. You just didn't care about that young man. You ain't give a damn whether he did his job or not. You see what I'm saying? You trying to run him like a damn drill sergeant, but you don't have the drill sergeant or sergeant major type of character. A goddamn drill instructor does more than just bark orders. They see when their mental aspect is in danger. They see that shit. There's a difference. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference. There's a difference. I'm a fucking Marine. You know what I'm saying? Man, there's no way that I would be sitting next to a kid that's living the best years of his life, but his mindset is not good, and I wouldn't take the gun from him. You know what I'm saying? Nah. See, he didn't have nobody that cared about him as a personal level. Because I don't give a damn how many times you slice that shit. If it had been her own child, she would have tried to take that pistol from him. So I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that bullshit. I know bullshit when I see bullshit. You didn't give a goddamn, he want to die and rap it in motherfucker. Bitch, you're supposed to be a human being first. There are people I've always talked off the ledge. Because at the end of the day, the most important thing about life is living. Being able to breathe. You understand what I'm saying? That's what the fuck I'm talking about. You wasn't a fucking manager. You wasn't a personal manager. You're a personal piece of shit. That's what you were. You let this dude offer himself for nothing. The boy was fine. You know what I'm saying? And I understand it. People say, well, give it to the Lord and all that other stuff. No, he needed a real OG that cared about him. That's what he needed. That's what he needed. He didn't need somebody with their own opinions about how things are supposed to be. You needed to worry about the first thing first. The first rule of life is self-preservation, bitch. That's what it's for. Self-preservation is the first rule of life. And you're supposed to preserve that. You know what I'm saying? I can understand if it was cancer. I can understand if he had got shot. I can understand if he had got in the car wreck and was hurt or some shit. But I can't not stand for a 40-plus-year-old broad that's supposed to be a personal manager. Listen, that motherfucker, all he needed was somebody who cared. That's all he needed. He needed somebody who cared. And you didn't give a shit. And you say that dumbass shit talking about he wanted to die. Motherfucker Fulio talked about death all the time. He didn't kill himself. If I thought Fulio was trying to kill himself, I would have stopped him. And that's just the way shit roll. When you are a 40 and 50-year-old plus, you worry about the preservation of life. But not you, because he wasn't nobody to you. You didn't have a personal feeling for him. Motherfucker, like I said, man, my daughter would have did better than you. And I didn't agree for my daughter to Baker Act my goddamn son. But if she worried about him and she don't possess the power to worry about him, you know what I'm saying? That's what you do. Give him 3 days to get his head straight. It's been too many times this stupid shit. Everybody getting involved before this. Man, I could have walked down them steps and slapped the piss out that lady. You didn't care about little Poppa at all. Ain't no way in hell. You think I'm finna sit there and let the child, because that's what I figure a 25-year-old is to me, a child. You think I'm finna let him just kill himself next to me and that's what he wanted? Bitch, are you out of your fucking mind? You, where's your nurturing spirit? That's what I want to know. Most mothers are nurturers. They care about shit. You know what I'm saying? No matter, even if their child is wrong, they stick up for their child. But that's the problem. Shit, you wasn't no nurturing woman, period. And I ain't speaking off of emotion. I'm speaking facts. And I don't give a damn who think otherwise. That boy did not, the boy doing shows. The boy working. He trying to do things for other people and this and that. But he ain't had nobody working with him. That's what it is. A personal manager needs to be a personal manager. You understand when your job and your person and the person you managing is in trouble. You should be able to see that. Listen, I listen to the rap music just like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I listen to the words that they saying, but that's just the job. The lyrics and the music is just the job. It's just the job. It's just the job. It's just the job. But when you become a personal manager, you're supposed to be worried about how they feel personally. You know what I'm saying? That's all he needed. That's all that boy needed. You know what I'm saying? And the time I spent with young DJ Jit last night at Illusions, And you say, man, I put the boy on his first show at 13 and all this other shit. I bet you DJ Jip wouldn't have let that boy kill himself. Anybody that was actually from Jacksonville that cared about that boy would have. Hell, Fulio and them had problems, but I don't think Fulio would have let him kill himself and sit there and look at that shit. You know, I just couldn't take it this morning. I got up this morning and I'm like, so you mean to tell me that you was actually there and decided not to help that boy? I don't get it. If I saw somebody say, Natalac, man, I think I'm going to kill myself or whatever like that. Hey, let me talk to you a minute. Before you kill yourself, hey, let's have a conversation. Let's talk about this a while. You know what I'm saying? Let's wait, just wait a minute. Is life really that bad? That's why I love my father for what he told me. Because everybody has deep depression in their lives, especially if you're black. If you're a black male, you got the hardest job in America, period. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate my father for what he told me. I was at the end of my rope. I was worried about my kids, the baby mama playing the keep away game and all that other type of shit. The bitch sending the police at me every motherfucking where. I ain't did none of this shit. And I called my dad. I said, Dad, I was on the phone. I said, man, I was up in the mountains in my goddamn truck thinking about making that right turn off that middle passage on the right lane. And you know what I'm saying? I was like, man, fuck this shit. I was thinking about making that right turn off a bridge, and ain't no motherfucking right turns. And I was just pissed off, and felt like I was losing every motherfucking thing. And I said, I know I've been a good man. I know I provided for my fucking family. I shouldn't have to go through this shit. And the motherfuckers involved are all church members and shit. So, goddamn it, you should be giving a fuck. But no, I thought about that shit. I told my dad, I was like, man, I'm just tired of this shit, man, this and that. And my dad said, son, you really want to quit? I said, I'm tired. You sure you want to quit? You want to quit? You want to quit? You want to quit, son? Is that what you want to do? Why? I tell you what, you got $100? And I said, huh? Do you have $100, nigga? Can you get $100? Can you find $100? Can you borrow $100? Is there any way in the world you could get $100? And I said, of course, Dad, that's nothing. Yes, sir. Do your dick still get hard? What? Do your dick still get hard, Sheldon? I was like, yes, sir, my dick still get hard. Then you ain't got no goddamn problems. And I immediately, I said to myself, okay, my dad said, son, if your dick still get hard and you got access to $100, you ain't got no problems. But if you ain't got $100 and can't get $100 and your dick don't get hard, then I would probably tell you, all right, you need to go ahead and off yourself. Man, there's certain times you need OG inspiration and to talk to about life. The first rule of life is self-preservation. That's first. That's first. That's first. No one goes against this rule. All right? Man. That's why I stay in this industry, man. And I don't be minding when the young people call me about shit, man. Because everybody calls me. And all I can say is the same thing as I said about Fulio. Should have had more time. You should have had somebody around you that actually gave a shit about you. You needed male leadership. It may not sound like much. It might sound like some weird ass, that crap I told you might sound weird to you. But when my dad told me that, it made me look at life a whole lot different. And it helped me. I just wish he would have really had an OG instead of the manager he had, because she's not built for this. She's not built for the youth. You know what I'm saying? The youth got all kinds of issues. When I was their age, I wasn't worried about nothing but making sure I had money to be able to do things with. Little Poppa didn't have that problem. But anyway, I done said my goddamn piece. I'm going to drink my goddamn coffee. And all I can say is the same thing I said with Julio. Should have had more time. You needed somebody to get involved. You needed an OG to get involved and tell you the importance of life. I'm done, yo. Y'all have a good day, man. Church.